Hello, guys. Good afternoon, good evening for wherever you're hearing me from. This is Metsi Creative World. Please subscribe, press the subscribe button, and also press the notification button by the side, the bell by the side, so whenever I drop a video, you know. Please like my video and also leave your comment below when you feel you want to ask me any question.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sylvia, the owner of Sylvia Craft. Today I'm going to show us how to make this auto gele with Ankara material, and this is high target, I guess. And here I have 3 years. Though I will not use this. I will not use everything here, but this is where I'll cut out what I will need for this tutorial. And I have my lining here. This is 2 years of lining, and I'll be using my measuring tape, and I have my scissors, and here I have this. This is called stain or gun steel. I don't really know. I bought it from a tailoring shop. This here, they also call this wording. They use if you're into fashion, this is used for sewing breast pad when they sew ladies blouse, and this is what they use. So they have different types. They have the thicker one. This is very thick, and there's a lighter one, and there's this one. But for this tutorial, I bought this, but I noticed that this is very light for what I want. I wanted the other one, but because I couldn't find that, then I bought this one. So this is what I'm going to use. They use it for breast pads. You see, this is thick, but I'm still going to use it for this tutorial. I'm not using this particular one. So if you're buying, you just have to be careful what you buy and what you want. So remember, this is light. It looks like paper, and this is thick. So if you can't find the lighter one, just go ahead and buy this one. So, and I'll also be using my sewing machine, Singer, for this tutorial. So let's get started. So at this point, I just finished cutting out this for my base. This here I cut 3 inches, 6 inches width, and the length here is 12 inches. And I have 2 pieces of it. And this will serve for my stripe for the base for this gele. And this here, I have 18 inches width. And why I made it 18 inches, after I attach my stripe to it, I will have 15 inches. The 2 stripe, once I attach it to it, the remaining one here will be 15 inches. And the length here, I have 24 length. Remember, when you're working with auto gele, when you're working with ashoke, you see we have it in pieces, but because this one is straight, we're going to do the pleats here, and the remaining part will serve as the back. So at this point, remember, you are not adding anything to this. So this is what I have the length 24, while the weight is 18. So when I remove 1 inch from each side, then I will have the remaining one about 15 to 16 inches width left. So to pleat, and remember, I'm using my sewing machine, but when you don't have, if you don't have sewing machine, don't bother, you can use your needle and thread to do the same thing. So to make my pleats, then I have to fold it. You have to fold this first one, then I will sew it. So when I fold it this way, remember your first step in doing this is to fold this, and I will run my needle and my thread this way. Then after that, remember to do this, because this is the first part, the front part of it. So the next thing I will do after doing this is just this. I'll start pleating. Remember, this is our base. Let it be on top of each other like this. Like this. This is how you pleat. As you're pleating, you sew it. If you don't have sewing machine, remember, you use your needle and thread. You can still do it even without having a sewing machine to sew it for you. So you see, this is how you pleat. Depending on how many you want it. If you want it 8, 9, 10, you can go ahead and do that. But this I'll be needing about 4 to 6 plates for this tutorial. But this is what you do. Remember, you sew it on top of this, then you do the other one and sew it. And as you're sewing, be careful not to show the thread how you did that, so the next should cover the previous ones. So this is what I'll do. I'll run my thread on this. After sewing it, I'll come back to show us the look and what it will look like. So at this point, you see I've finished sewing mine. This is what I have here. I have 5 plates here. So this is, I've attached the stripe for this side. If you watch my other videos on Ashoke, auto gele with Ashoke, you see the way I added, I attached my stripe, but this one I did it a different way, a bit different, because this is anacra material. And so the way I attach this side is this. I just have to fold here. After folding this place, I will just sew it. I sew this one first, then before putting it this way, just attach it like this, and under it, behind it like this. Then I will run my machine on it. This after sewing it, then I will sew this side as well. Then I will have it like this. So after sewing, after attaching this side, I'm done with the base. Then we'll keep this aside and go to the plate. So let's do that. So at this point, I'm done with the base. This is the base now, so I'll keep the base aside. Here I have my lining and the fabric, and I have the width here is 28 in width, 28 inches width and 30 inches length, as you can see. But if you're using the light wording, you can use 15 inches, 14 inches, depending on how you want it. But remember, once it's thick, it will be too high for you. So but if you want it very high, you can go ahead and measure it 40, 50. But for this one, because it's high, it's thick, and I don't want it to be too high, I'm measuring 30 inches length and 28 inches width for my plate. So both are equal length, both in width and in length. At this point, this is the front of the fabric, and I have my lining on top in front of it. This is the back here, but on the front, just put your lining on the front, because after sewing it, I'll sew it like this, then I'll turn it. After sewing it and turning it, the front will come up while the lining will go under. So that's why I'm turning it. This is the front. Remember, the front of the fabric. Put your lining on top of the fabric, the front. Then when you sew, then we turn it. After we flip it over, the front of the fabric will come up. So that's what we'll do now. After sewing this way, and I'll show us how to turn it in the next step. So at this point, I just finished running my machine on it. So this is what I have. Remember, I said you turn it. So at this point, look at what I'm doing now. This is the lining. I'm going to turn it. I'm going to flip it over like this. Then once I do that, this is what I have now. Hope you can see it. Here, this is what I have. Now the lining is done, and the front of the fabric is up. So the next thing I'm doing now, remember, I have the wording here. So what I'm going to do with this is this. I will raise my fabric this way, in this direction, like this. Then I will add this to it. Remember, this measurement, this one is up to you. If you want it to get to the end, you can do it. And it's the same length, but the width is different. The width I have this, remember the width of this is 28. Why this I have 20, the width. So because I don't want, remember I'm going to add my stripe to this end, so I don't want this to be included. So that's why I done a bit here. I'm starting from here. So when I fold it, there will be a space left here. So the way I'm going to sew this, I will put my fabric back the way it was, like this. Remember, I have it inside at the middle, so I make it equal. So at this point, what I'll do, this is where it is. This is where the wording is, and this is where I'm starting from. So the next thing I'm doing now, I'll just run my machine on it. I'll sew this way. I'll sew it this way to the down. I'm not going to bother about the middle, what happens to it, but I'm sewing this place to secure it so that it cannot pull out from either side. So I'll just run my needle straight it like this, and after running it, I'll start plaiting. So I'll do that and show us how to plait it now. So at this point, this is what I have, and I just finished sewing the wording inside. Like I explained, this is it. Remember, I did not run, I just sewed this way, just straight down to the end, and I left a space. This space here, where I left here, you can see it from here, is where the space where when I'm attaching it to the base, like this. Remember, I have to sew it to the base. So this is where I will sew. I will not sew the wording on top together with it. I'll just sew this part. That was the essence of leaving that space there. So the next thing, you can now decide now how you want to make your plate. You can decide to keep it on a flat surface and start making your plate. Remember, the same way we've been doing our plates, even when I was the video on auto gele ashoki. You just decide how you want to make your plate, like this, the same way. Remember, because of the wording inside, this will be high. So just decide how you want your plate. You just keep plating like this. You just arrange it and plait. You arrange it and plait it. So this is what I have at this point. So you can either decide to plait it on a flat surface, or you bring your dummy head, use a dummy and tie your base to it, then you keep it this way. Once you keep it the way you want it, then you can start doing this. This is what you do. Just decide whichever one that will be easier for you. You just have to do it. If you can do it alone, fine. Then if you need assistance, someone can help you hold it. But remember, as you do this, you use your needle and thread and secure it so that it will not pull out. So you continue like this. You keep plaiting till you get, as you're plaiting, remember to arrange it. So I'll do my plaiting. After I finish plaiting, I'll show us how it looks like and what next to do. So I'll keep plaiting on this, but I'll put it on a flat surface to plait it. So I'll plait mine. After plaiting, and I'll show us how to attach it to the base here. So remember, when I was showing you how to plait, you see that this is coming out. You're seeing this the fabric squeezing, but that's because it's not been ironed. So at this point, I'll iron it first before plaiting it. The reason for ironing it is after ironing it, this will not be coming out. The fabric will not be squeezing again. So that's why I want to iron it. So I'll iron it and start plaiting. Remember to iron before plaiting. So now I'm ironing it. I'll iron everything, everywhere, all these places where I have the wording not gone still. So after ironing it, I'll plait it. Remember to iron it. This is very important. But if you can still plait without ironing, it depends on you, it's your choice. But make sure, I will advise you iron before plaiting. Don't forget that part. So at this point, you see I just finished ironing it. So when I plait, you see this way. You observe that that is not coming out again. It's no longer squeezing again. It's just coming straight. So make sure you iron yours. You see what I hope you're observing it. So the fabrics are no longer squeezing. So this is what you do. At this point, this is what I have after making my plaiting. So this is it. Remember, what we have here is 28 inches width and 30 inches length. both the lining, the wording inside, and the material is the same length. And now at this point, after plating it, I'm going to add the stripe. The same thing we did to the base, but this one I'm going to, after folding it like this, I'm going to sew it, then I'll use it to wrap around this place. Remember, this is the place where I told you that I don't want it to get to this point, but this middle is where it is. Then this side will just be at the back, it will not show. So I will use this and sew it together and make the wrap for it, the strap for tying it. And I'll do the same thing with the other, for the other side, and I'll have it like this. So after I finish doing this, then I'll show you how to attach it to the base we did earlier. So let me finish this one and I'll show us the results. So at this point, after tacking the other side, what I'm doing to this, remember your machine cannot sew this. So what I'm doing now is this. I'm going to put it this way and hold it, take it under, and I'll start tacking with my needle and thread like this. Then I'll tack it. After tacking this like this, make sure you do this, tack it the way you can. So after tacking it, when you flip it over, you have this, you have it like this. So at this point, I'm going to sew this other end. I'll sew it to the end. So at this point, after attaching the strap for the tying, I'm going to take this plate. This is our base. I'll take the base, put it on a flat surface. Then I'll decide how many plates I want to show at this point. I'll decide how many plates I want to show at this point. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll put it on top. I want 4 to show. I'll put it on top of the 5th one like this. Then I'll use my thread and needle. I'll put it to this end. I'll make it equal like this. Then I'll use my thread and needle and tack it from under this way. I'll go from underneath, under this to this. I'm going to tack only this first one here. The first one, remember, here. I'm going to just tack it from under this place. I'll tack it straight. I'll tack this straight to the end of this side. Then after tacking it, and I'll tie it on the dummy and show you. So here's the finished result. If you like this video, give a thumbs up. Share my video, like them. Comment if you have any question. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye bye.